Honda is the most productive motorcycle maker in the world, pushing 20 million units a year.
Honda, world's biggest seller.
They've gone after people who ride bicycles, people who ride Triumphs, people who ride Ducatis, people who ride BMWs, people who ride Harleys.
The shadow from Honda.
But in 1989, the boldest directive swoops down. Honda orders its motorcycle division to build a bike for people who drive cars. And here it is, the PC800. Faced with an awkward project from the boss, our two-wheeled engineers do what anyone would do. Call up their coworkers at Acura and say, hey, you do it.
This may be the best result we've ever had.
So Acura designs mirrors, and dash instruments, and taillights that suspiciously resemble those on a 1989 Integra.
Formula One technology.
Then Acura sets about hiding anything that might give away that this is not, in fact, a car.
Foreign object detected.
The handlebar is shrouded in dashboard plastic. The disc brakes, suspension, and much of the front tire are cloaked in cowling. Even the pillion footrests disappear behind the curtain. The whole thing is as blank as a teenager's search history. And don't even try to glimpse something as barbaric as a carburetor, or a radiator, or a V-twin motor. The motorcycle-ish bits are tucked so deeply inside this marshmallow paneling, I can barely even hear them. Of course, car-like plastic creates car-like weather protection. Our PC800 is streamlined such that a rider stays bone dry until he stops moving. The trunk is watertight too. And no, I don't mean saddlebags, I mean trunk. Ice your beer on the way out. Live tank your catch on the way back. Just drain and repeat.
Wow, they're having a good time in there.
Acura did their part. They replaced our image of an oil-spattered, wrench-wielding biker with something different. So they call Honda's motorcycle engineers back and say, here is your problem now. Problem being, how the hell do you work on it? And just servicing the battery requires the removal of 7 panels. For the average car driver, the thing better be damn near maintenance free. Our engineers start with a remote idle adjuster. No need to access the carbs.
Not bad.
They follow that with a shaft drive. No chain lubrication or adjustment either.
Feels wonderful.
But Honda's freshest engineering is saved naturally for the engine. With an auto-tensioning cam chain and auto-adjusting hydraulic valves, it's a revelation, a motorcycle that requires no wrenching. And that's a damn good thing too. Now how does it ride? Well, the power is civilized. I know there's a psychotically vibrational 45-degree V-twin in here, but Honda imprisoned it in a padded cell of rubber mounts, so I can't actually feel the motor. And all that shrouding is paid for in pounds, 640 of them. Float this weight on cushy springs and you get a motorcycle that handles like an old Cadillac. I could answer that it rides comfy, or rides wallowy, but the truest statement is that it doesn't ride at all. It drives. Now you might think it dangerous to give a motorcycle the weight and wheelbase of a yacht with the suspension of a slinky. And it would be if Honda's engineers weren't so clever. See, this caliper is designed to pivot with the rotor as it brakes, thereby pushing this valve closed, preventing the flow of oil and stiffening the fork against brake dive. That's how you engineer a motorcycle to drive like a car without being so unwieldy that it just drives off the road. The only question left is, why? Why build a motorcycle for car drivers? Well, the old answer is just money. Remember that Honda marketed their Super Cub to non-motorcycle riders, and it's been in continuous production ever since, to the tune of 60 years and 100 million units.
Take 2 wheels, add 50 cubic centimeter 4-stroke motor, enclosed drive chain, cam-type brakes, 3-speed transmission, automatic clutch, and top with the name Honda.
The best-selling motor vehicle of all time is a golden goose that Honda wants to catch again. That's why our PC800 is a wholehearted attempt at winning over the 4-wheeled masses. Though it failed and was quietly given the knife. Honda would try accessibility again with the DN01, squashed height, automatic transmission, no luck. And again with the NM4, car-style seat, anime-style appeal, no luck. But if profit isn't reason enough for Honda to succeed, maybe this bridge will be. See, Vancouver's looking to spend several $1 billion to build another one of those, hoping it'll alleviate traffic a smidge. Meanwhile, research tells us we could drop congestion by 40% if just 10% of car drivers switched to lane-filtering motorcycles. And a 25% switch would eliminate congestion entirely. So you tell me, is building bikes for car drivers yesterday's whim or tomorrow's salvation?
Introducing the Pacific Coast from Honda. It is the beginning of a new day.